Hey everyone, Timothy, creator, former leader, speaking here on behalf of Pony Pride. Um, I'm no longer the leader and the one in charge. It is a democracy now, so I still have some control, but it's now a democracy. So basically, we all make decisions together. I just want to say a few things. I just watched a Peter's video, apology video, which was actually inspired from my last video about being a former leader, so that actually feels kind of good. But I just want to talk a little bit about myself, and especially talk about the things that I've done in the past, and especially my dark side. So here goes. Many of you see me as this really great guy. A lot of you have said that I should still be in power, and then that I should be the leader, I should be the king. But I have to disagree. Apart from being a good admin, someone to talk to, and someone who works as a leader, I've also made some bad decisions. Um, the thing about being a leader is power can be a really ugly thing sometimes. In the past, I've forced people into conversations. I've manipulated people. I've gotten people to do exactly what I want. All because I was able to throw my weight around, and I was basically able to do this as a leader. You know, some. I mean, there is some truth to some things I've done. Some people have hurt me and said some really nasty things, or broken our rules. So that's a different story altogether. But to the nice people that I've hurt, like Peter, Mariella in the past, um, you know, Ryan Holly, who's also a good friend of mine and admin as well. I honestly just want to say I'm sorry, because I am very quick to judge with decisions rather than looking at the bigger picture. When I think of my dark side, the times that I have hurt people, it has when someone's messed with me, it has given me a very dark, a very evil edge. In the past, I've taken great pleasure in putting people in their place, and removing people from the group, and just honestly just being a prick to some people. So for that, I'm honestly sorry. Um, I'm glad that many of you still think of me as a good leader. There are some people, especially that hate me, and because of a few decisions, it led our oppressors, who we didn't know about at the time, to basically ruin Pony Pride V3 and just destroy it. And that was partially my fault, because had I been a better leader at times, this stuff would never happen. So honestly, as I said, after watching Peter's video, I was close to tears. Believe me, when I realized how much of a dick I was to him. The fact that during a time with a war with a person that will not be named, I tried to manipulate him into basically shutting them down, basically because I was completely upset for them ruining our group, for ruining all of us, and especially ruining myself. So I thank you all for the kind comments. Basically remembering me as a leader and still wanting me to be in power, and I thank you for that. But I have to disagree. Otherwise, this democracy is a great thing. Like all of us, me and the other admins now work out every decisions together, and this kind of keeps my dark side at bay, so that I can't just remove people like that. If I have an issue, I'll talk to someone, or I'll just block them, rather than throwing my weight around as an admin. So I promise it's not gonna happen again. But it's it honestly feels great to just have a new group. You know, still be a part of the admin team. And honestly, thank you to Mariella, and thank you to the other admins who basically made Pony Pride V4 out of the ashes. You know, I am gonna miss being a leader, but you know, I feel pretty good just as an admin. Um, and you know, it's kind of funny to think that a show we really like about, you know, action, you know, magic, ponies, and friendship has caused the most drama. To be honest, I love it, but it's just amazing how all this escalated. Um, so and I think especially watching the show would teach us some good lessons to really listen to your friends, to, you know, to not be a bully, and you know, and just to be nice, because, you know, honestly, I feel terrible, for some of the things, that I've done in the past. You know, I will say, on my notion of pride, I'm not sorry for removing some people who hurt me, especially, or the group, you know. But I am truly sorry to my friends who I've hurt in the past. You know, whether I've brought you to tears, whether I've caused mental breakdowns, and just stress altogether, you know. So this is why I'm finishing this video with an apology note, and basically is celebrating, you know, being your former leader, and moving on with just being your admin. My name is Timothy Thomas Kalen Jonathan Campbell Jennings. The short version of that is Timothy Campbell Jennings, and as your former leader, I just want to say I'm sorry, and I love each and every one of you. All right, have a good one.